All right, hello everyone. So today is Wednesday the 17th. So let's take a look. This is gold here, right? Now remember, yesterday we had this 35 to 32 zone. All right. Yesterday, let's do this. Let me just bring this one here. That was it, right? 31 there, 32 there, I think you had. So we had this 34, 32 zone yesterday. All right. This zone. As you can see, market came down here and then boom, went up into that weekly and this zone here, which we talked about this one as well. So I had two levels here, remember, just above the weekly pivot, and that's what happened. And then we had this dip down, and then the market followed that, and with a breakout session here, market came down here and went slightly up and went down. Now remember, with gold, what did I say? I said we should come back. On the weekly, I said we could come back all the way into there. Okay, so we've done that now. Now we've got 54, which is 2019, which was on the PST level as well, which is right there. Okay, now what did I say? I said we should break down, and yesterday we had 2009. Today that's 2012. Why? Because of that. Okay, 39, 2012. So this is going like pretty much what we said it would do. All right, it's just like pretty much going down, and we should come back down, remember, into these zones here. All right, the market should push down. All right, okay. So this is a good impulse wave, and it looks like we have a runner here as well. If we go back up, a nice place to go back up into is 2045. Which is there. Okay. Why is that? Because of yesterday. Okay. That's yesterday, and that's the day before yesterday. So there's a big gap here, but the market is, as you can see, still pushing down. It should push down. And once it breaks below that 54 level, which is 2019, we're going to find ourselves at 2012. Now, I've put the Astro hours already, remember? And as you know, from Monday, swing day for gold is today and tomorrow. All right. So what we might find ourselves today is a low level today and tomorrow, possibly coming to a target or whatever down to even here. So just make notes of these. That's your HCL 1999. Okay. 1999 down here. Okay. So these levels are all good, and this is a runner. So if we have a push up, we can sell off as well. I'm just going to get rid of these now. Okay, not much to talk about. If you want to sell, you can always go to the hourly chart and check out the push up to sell down. But if you want to go for a buy, now once it breaks below here, you got 49 on the radar. So selling is going to be tricky, and that's 1987. All right, so selling is going to be tricky. 1987 is there. All right. Why? Because it may not pull up. It's just going to keep pushing. So buying is going to be a bit tricky as well. And we've got disruption in the market with the astrology today. And we might see the market just breaking down and down and down. If it makes an up move, to see the market go down again is an option. Now, this is a bit of a crowded zone here. All right. But what can you do? Today is a bit busy, so you're going to have to be extra careful. Okay. And we've got some hours in the New York session. The New York session is also busy. All right. We've got a bunch of stuff happening there. So we have to be careful for reversals and breakouts. Okay. I've made notes on it on the members area. So just be careful on that. All right. So if we go up into Astro hours, pushing down into these levels, I think is acceptable. And because today is a swing day and tomorrow's a swing day for gold, so finding ourselves somewhere low to go up is not a bad kind of an option, right? And this is where a gap is here. So coming down into this zone is legitimate. Okay. And that's fine. So that's that 1999 level there. which is pretty much close to that 1997, doing that. All right. So what can I say? That's it. If we do have an opportunity to go up, obviously we want to be sellers, and that's how it is. Let's take a look at SP 500. Same kind of thing here, guys. Yesterday I said we're okay to sell this. Okay. And yesterday I also put a buy order. I actually posted on Twitter, which was right here. Okay, remember, it was a push up, pull down. This is 1 to 4. This is 1 to 6. It made that target yesterday. Daily pivot was here. The opening was there, and slightly under the open, it was a 1 to 6. Mind you, I did get stopped out when the market retraced. So there was a bit of profit there. No loss of love. But instead of going slightly higher to take it, as you can see, I had that big push down in New York. That's an Astral. I went back there. But, we got to that anticipated target in any case. And as you can see, the market pretty much went down afterwards. So going up to sell off again, I think is the way to go on this one. And we should be like kind of pushing it down and down and down. And if that's a double bottom, a double top, we should find ourselves breaking this zone. Okay. And once it breaks that zone, as you can see, we've got a bunch of places to come back into, all the way into here for a start. And this could be pretty quick as well. Right, so these zones can be pretty fast. The market can move swiftly. So we're in January now. Like for the next 3 months, I suspect we should be pushing down. All right, that's my guess anyway. So with the SP 500 as well, you can target that 62 on the weekly, which is 4,715, which is this zone here, 4,715. All right, so this is going to be, whoops-a-daisy. That's going to be your target zone there. So we can actually take this and expand it all the way along here. There. Okay. So the market is just going to be bleeding across. Any move up, I think we can sell off at the opening, or the daily pivot is also good. Up here is good. Slightly higher if the market takes out the stops, it's also good, as you can see here. So going up to come up here again and then selling off is also a good option. And here, if the market breaks down, then a pull up here is also going to be good to sell. Okay. Euro dollar, same kind of thing. If you sold yesterday, you should have been just fine. The market did not retrace up at all. Okay, it just kept pushing down and down and down. So there was not much to do here. And that's it. But with the euro dollar as well, as you know, I'm expecting the market to come down on the weekly. You see, we've got targets down there. So we should head to that 44 and 40, which should bring us to 1.0726, 1.0630. Okay, we should get into that zone, and that's how it is. All right, so yeah. And on the daily as well, if you take a look, we've got a bunch of places to hit. So we'll probably come lower. Okay, so we'll probably come lower into this zone before the market picks up again. We'll see how things pan out. Remember, we're going to use astrology for this as well. That's 47, so 1.0712. It should break that level. Okay, we should go below, and we should actually go below. We should come back down here. Okay, which is very, very low, but that's how it should be. Okay, so with the euro dollar, what can you do? Well, the market is in a selling spree. So at Astro hours, you can keep pushing down. 1.0830 is on the cards, on the price. So we can put that in there. 1.0830 is there. All right. So we should get there. That's the target for the lower end. as you can see on the weekly. So you can target that 1.0726 as well, which is here. All right. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, Bitcoin. So is Dow Jones. Let's take a look. Right, yeah. Okay, so that's Dow Jones, nice and easy. This is a better one. Right from the weekly below the opening and a sell-off yesterday, okay, which is exactly what we like to see happening. And now we're going probably lower, which is what we were expecting too. There you go. All right, so that's all good. Pretty much on the dot, on the targets. Remember, we had these levels yesterday. So I said you could target them. Let's just do this. By the time this is going to get into, let's get rid of that. Okay. Now then, here we are. Okay, and that was a target yesterday. So if you nailed it, well done. We still have a bit of room to go down on the weekly. Coming right into there, okay, which was nice and easy. Okay, so it's all good if you managed to pull that off yesterday. All right. What to do if we do go up? You got to sell again. Okay, you got to sell again. The market now heading towards that. Yeah, it's going to be pushy until 1020 to 1055. So not much to do. Okay, if you sold it yesterday though, that was like good to sell off. So any move up today again into here or slightly higher, you can sell off and push it down. NASDAQ, same thing, guys. That's just how it is, as you can see, nice and easy. Okay, if you take a look at the 15-minute chart, let's see how that panned out. This as well, I said this would, kind of fill in the gaps. It did. So selling the highs was kind of the best option there. And we still have room to come down into there. And that's just all good, as you can see. So these are all good signs. The market will probably get some support around here, simply because it's this fast move. As you can see, they're pushing it. So we should have a bounce off somewhere. And that's it. And Tuesday was a swing day for this. That's your Tuesday. Bang. Right. Now also from the low up as well. From the low up, from the high down, that's your Tuesday. Now this zone, that's your weekly pivot. As you can see, the better option is that the market will come up and will sell. Right, that's the better option. So we get back up a little bit to sell, to push ourselves into the 46, 16, 5, 6, 9. And that's going to be, if I can just do this, get this 16, 5, 6, 9. So just around here, this is where we should have. All right, this is like where we should be heading towards on the weekly as well. There you have it. Okay, so 16,418 maybe, but this is a nice one there. It's a big fall going up to retest, selling again. So we should break that low there. Okay, so we should break below, and we've got room to come down. Okay, we've got a lot of room to come down. In fact, we should be doing this. Okay, so that's pretty much done. We should be doing this. Okay, And we should find ourselves in this blue zone here. All right. And once we do, this is where we should be heading off again. And that's how it should pan out. All right. So we should have a downwards trend. Obviously, we're going to have to also keep in consideration the astrological phenomena that's expecting us. Bitcoin, let's take a look on the daily. As you can see, that's that retracement up. I said this is a bit of a buy zone, and I said be careful for this HCL level. If you did, you should have been okay, because I said that's like a retracement there. And I said this is also your support for the week, okay? So I think selling is a better option. Okay, so the market should take some profit. This is a good impulse wave, flag formation, selling the highs to push lower, and we should break these lows here and come into this zone at least. Okay, and that's how it should pretty much pan out. Okay, and the first target 38, 41, 470 if it breaks down. Okay, which it should. Okay, so there's 41, 800 and 41, 400. So you should pretty much get into this zone, and then we should break this. Okay, then we should kind of break this off. Okay, hope that makes sense. And that's how it is.